gorgeous. I'm the Fairy Voice Mother, and today I'm going to be reacting to Home Free, Ring of Fire, featuring none other than A Kaplan of Pentatonix. I believe formerly of Pentatonix. That guy. I do love a collab. This is officially the 5th stop on the A Capella train, and I have a good feeling about this one. Woo! This has come so highly recommended that I truly have no doubts about how good this is going to be. The range of these a cappella groups is absolutely breathtaking. Everyone, every time, frequency festival with headliners only. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm excited. How'd you like the new fairy cave? Can you see it? It's nice, isn't it? I like that it's really similar to the old one. It's got all the cute stuff in it still, like this guy. The lolly dolly, Boo the Bee, colloquially known as Booby. They all made it. The only thing that I couldn't bring was the keyboard, but I got a new one. So, we're good! Oh. Crickets. Good vibes.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. And bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
As a full-on ring of fire. Metaphorically, literally, I feel it and it burns, burns, burns.
Love is a burning thing.
Vocal fry is a term referred to this sound. Tiny little bubbles of air are popping through the vocal folds, meaning they're not closing entirely. This means the vocal folds are in a more slack or relaxed position. So if we enter our note via this slack, relaxed position, then when we transition out of it to a full vocal cord closure, it's still in a more relaxed place than if we were to onset the note with full vocal fold closure straight away. So he's setting himself up
for softness.
I think it's a lovely choice because those little crackles in the voice is kind of like a continuation of the crackles in the fire. And fire is the theme, evidently. Even though Tim here could definitely do that note with a lot more fullness and resonance, he's decided not to for artistic reasons. Now, Avi has come in the next line with far more fullness and resonance, even though the notes are in a very similar range.
And it makes a fiery ring.
He's starting with a far lower larynx position. You can already hear him dip into the depths of his vocal tract. Well, maybe not the full depths. I know that his depths are
deep.
But he's already approaching things how I would call underneath the note. And it makes a fiery ring. And it was a really cool idea to drop down to this fullness and resonance because he then does end up on a very low note, which gloriously makes way for this note by this guy.
And
I believe this is Austin. So many frequencies. Ugh. 3 lines in, the lead melody has already been performed in over 2 octaves. Beautiful arranging. Low and delicate, low and strong, high and strong. Lovely transition-y segue. Another very effective thing that they've chosen to do with this vocal arrangement is all of the backing vocals so far are performed on ooh as opposed to ah. It would make a massive difference in terms of bigness if they'd all open their mouths to ah. It would potentially distract from the lead melody, but even if it didn't, it would have this massive sense of build, and you don't want to build as soon as you've started in with the song.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
His snares are ridiculous. It's so hard to believe that's real. Just nailed the resonance. Weirdly accurate. I love being able to see the little sky puffs. Must have been very chilly, despite the large presence of fire. again, both physically and metaphorically. They are literally in a ring around fire, insinuating that they are the ring of fire itself, and we are all falling in. The poetry. Onwards.
Fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. And I fell for you like a child. Whoa, the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Look at him all pleased with himself after that one. Rightly bloody so. I can't even fathom what it must be like to have a vocal track that long. If you can jump over 2 octaves with your full voice in virtually the same phrase, then you absolutely should. In fact, you owe it to everyone else. So fabulous how he pre-adjusts his larynx position depending on what is about to follow in the next couple of phrases. So we started off his section quite low and we continued with that kind of underneath.
When hearts like ours.
And then when he knew the next phrase, which was going to be higher and stronger, required a slightly higher larynx position, he ended the phrase before with a neutral larynx position.
It's like ours meet, and I fell for you like a child.
He prepared it. Like a child. If he'd kept his larynx in the same drop position as before, like a child, it would have sounded weird. Preparation is key. The backing vocals have transitioned wonderfully from exclusively ooh to now the odd do in there as well. The inclusion of this do allows the backing vocals to be performed with the articulation to complement the beatboxing. Do, 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 do. Without the duh, it would be very difficult to articulate them in the same way. We would have had this weird kind of glottal onset, like. And that will be more strained and inconsistent because when we make this duh sound, the air builds up in this kind of pressurized container behind the tongue, and then when we release it, it all comes out all at once, and it keeps it much more consistent. Duh, duh. So the tongue kind of works like a little trapdoor, and the air just kind of pops through. If you want to perform articulated staccato backing vocals, it's nothing like a flick of the tongue.
Yeah, love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
Oh, his voice is ridiculous. Oh, Tim.
By wild desire.
So he's able to stretch his vocal cords to this position but still keep them closed, and it's just so resonant and magical. The ability to be a bass singer is obviously largely dependent on your anatomy. If you have longer, thicker vocal cords, they're going to produce a lower sound, and there's not much we can do about that. But just being able to physically hit low notes is not all there is to it by any means. With great vocal folds comes great responsibility. You have to be able to arrange space and combine these vocal fold movements with the optimum larynx position and space in the vocal tract to ensure that it resonates properly. It's the same concept as hearing a violin, a viola, and a cello perform the exact same pitch because the strings are bigger, and so his vocal folds are bigger. It's really hard to do ascending riffs, and it's harder the bigger your voice is because it's more weight that you've got to bring up as well. So, oh gosh, he's impressive. What don't your folds do, Tim? Nothing screams confident chap louder than a wide stance and a thumb in the belt buckle. A lightning strike on the tight t-shirt is a whole nother level. Very much here for it.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns.
Jesus!
The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire.
All right. So many little harmonic treats in there, which keeps it so interesting, and they happen so fast, you don't even really know why sometimes certain bits were so nice, but they are.
Flames went higher.
Stepping up higher, on the word higher, classic. Austin is holding on to that note there like it's a newborn baby. He's gone very red and very veiny.
Oh, fire.
It sounds like a G1. Yeah. Such a beautiful texture to it as well. It started so soft and slack, and then it eased into some of that subharmonic. And the rumbles just kind of come in. Oh, that's good. Tim though, you know you nailed it when Avi Kaplan replaces his beanie with a cowboy hat. There is no greater compliment or sign of respect. Extremely low singing and bass techniques require so much control because the tissue is so slack.
Slack is a messaging program designed specifically for the office, but has also been adopted for personal use. Do you want me to keep reading?
No. You've got to be very careful with things such as breath pressure, because even the slightest little bit of too much breath in this very slack environment will encourage the folds to just either separate or zip up and sing a higher note. He didn't even like figure it out and wiggle into it. It was just breath, note. Not only did he do that, it was sustained so evenly and perfectly. He's managed to keep those tissues moving
So slack.
It's wild. Tim, like, the kind of talents present in this ensemble are exceptionally rare. There are many phenomenal singers and storytellers and people with massive ranges and good resonance and stuff like that. But the kind of skills displayed here, beatboxing with an uncanny resemblance to a live drum kit, the variety of tones performed in bass notes, the ability to sustain, and the beautiful arrangement, the homage to the this is crazy. Like, this is so much undeniable skill. Like, this caliber of technique, exceptional, wild humans. I reckon like a virtuosic duet with Tim and Avi would like change the world. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If there are any singers you would like to see me react to, please do let me know down below in the YouTube comments or over on my Discord, as it is always my pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you so much, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye!